Hey, it's May. And welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Nay. And here we talk about all things looking good, feeling good, and smelling good at mostly affordable prices. So if any or all of that sounds interesting to you, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the family. Today I wanted to talk about my Middle Eastern fragrance collection, which is growing at a reasonable pace. Because if you don't know, let me let you know, Middle Eastern fragrances, for the most part, are quite affordable. So you can get a lot of impression of fragrances from Middle Eastern groupings. Very nice smelling, very niche smelling, very different smelling. You're not going to smell this on everybody else type of scents from Middle Eastern at prices that are just pretty dang awesome. I'm going to say anywhere from like $10 US dollars to like 80. There's a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances that fall under that category. So before we hop right into there, don't forget to grab yourself a little drinky drink because we love to chatter here. So that's my hydration. And then I went to Starbucks today. I'm going to talk about, I have something I want to talk about real quick. I promise, like 1 minute. I went to Starbucks today and they're like, oh God, I guess what? You get a free cup. So of course I had to pour my drink into this cup. This is the pumpkin spice vanilla latte with oat milk. It's so good. It's so good. If you watched my previous videos, like last week's videos, the last 2 weeks video, I've been sick, guys, okay? Like, sick. Like, sicker than I've been in a long time. Because my oldest is in daycare. And you know, little kids, little toddlers are disgusting. And I used to use an inhaler years ago. And this little cough thing that was, you know, is passed around this time around just affected me enough that I have to take a little puff here and there of an inhaler. Watch your mind. I'm not over here doing anything else. But yeah. Anyway, so I went to Marshall's after going to Starbucks because I'm down one kid, so tomorrow is my date night for the month. Right now it is the 16th of November. And so tomorrow I get to go on my little date night. And of course I have a ton of clothes. Okay, I have a walk-in closet. I get that. But like, you ever feel like sometimes you just want to look at something different for freshen up what you have? If you agree, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you don't agree and you think I should just stop buying stuff, just hit the like button. Support me. Anyway, I said all that to say, I wanted to wear a skirt tomorrow. I haven't really worn a skirt in a long time, and when I wear dresses, it's always when I'm by myself, like never really with the kids anymore because they're toddlers now. Yeah. So I want to wear a skirt since we'll be kid-free, and I decided it's just gonna be a little too cold at nighttime to wear the couple skirts I have, and I want to hop on this long skirt trend. This is nothing new for me personally. I've always been one of those people that kind of step out of, like, of course I follow some trends, but I also step out of the trend, and I always really like the longer stuff. So the long skirt trend, but I also like the cargo trend. So I was either gonna wear cargo pants or a long skirt, and I found a cargo like denim skirt. I'm just gonna show it to you guys. It looks so cute. I showed it to my husband. Let me show you guys how much of a joke my husband is. I showed it to my husband over the phone, right? Tried it on for him, and he's like, at first he was like, it looks like one of those Pentecostal skirts. He said, I'm just kidding. The slit is way too high. I was like, of course. Stop playing with me. Because the slit is extremely high. This stuff like this always interests me because why is the slit at your, like, in line with your crotches? Why is the slit not like off to the side a little bit? I'd like to know for any designers. Is there anyone who designs clothes or makes clothes who's like, oh yeah, no, this makes sense? Why? I feel like it should be off because the crotches is right. Yeah, so this is insane. Anyway, I tried it on. It's not that high, but it is high. And it's beautiful. And I like that it covers my legs without me having to wear pants. So I still feel a little more extra feminine without sacrificing the cold. Because I was going to order like the, you know, the stocking things that are like flesh colored with like a little bit of tan over it. It's supposed to be like multi-layered so it warms you up. Yeah, I haven't found a melanin okay one. All of them are like super pale skin like this with like the light sheer blackness over it. I need to find like a brown one with the sheer black over it. Anyway, so this is what I'll be wearing. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I made a little purse that is gonna go with it. So I'm excited. Anyway, and then I got one more thing while I was there. Guys, I've been really loving Beauty of Joseon. I do have my video coming out soon where I'm doing some skincare. I've been doing a whole lot of perfume, which is fine. But I've been testing out a lot of skincare for the past like 4 or 5 months. So one of the brands I've been testing out is Beauty of Joseon. I've been really into this, looking at this retinol, ginseng and retinol eye serum because people gas this to the high heavens. So I was going to purchase it, but it was at my Marshalls for $10. So I'm going to get to using this. Oh no, it's not going to expire type soon. I'm going to get to using this because I'm super excited about it. The eye cream I do use on and off is the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Bright Eye Gel Cream. I need to get better about it because for someone who's like really loves skincare for years, I need to get on my eye cream game and stop playing games with my eyes. Because it's just, I don't know why I can't get into it. Anyway, we've been talking way too long. Here it is. This is a lot. I've been hearing people say that people put this all over their face. Okay, I did one palm. And do another pump here, and I'm going to bring it down. But this is retinol in it. And I feel like, you know, I didn't jump into this eye cream wagon because, guys, my birthday is coming up in less than a month, right? So, in less than a month, I'll be 28. So, I'm super excited to age. Over the past 2 years, I have changed my mindset on aging because I feel like, and at this point with all this talking I'm doing, I'm going to do the bottom 2 and I'm going to do another video. No, we'll see how long it takes me. Anyway, I feel like when it comes to women, aging has become this thing where it's like, don't ask women her age, or yeah, I'm getting up there, whatever. That's awesome. With the state of the world, to be able to say you hit 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, God willing, 60, 70, 80, 90 is a blessing. And I'm starting to look at it in that manner, okay? Because it's a blessing to be able to get to old age. So, boom. Moving on. We'll see how my face does with that. But my skin does like ginseng. I'm using ginseng stuff. And this is retinol, not retinol. So I heard it's even a little bit better. But this has 2% retinol liposome and 10% of the Panax ginseng root extract. So, yeah. It's a lot of product for an eye cream. And I got it for $10. And it's usually like, I think 16 or 17 bucks. It's not anything wild. I can see why people would think, oh, I'm just going to put it all over my face. It's a lot of product. It's a lot of product. Anyway, let's jump in. I've sectioned off, so I have 14 Middle Eastern fragrances in my collection. I have had more, but it just wasn't a big fan of some of the other ones, so I decluttered them. And so I've managed to group them, and I have another one coming today, so I will do an unboxing with that as well, so that will be another video. I grouped them into 3. So you have the, keep in mind though, like I said, I've already decluttered or have it a declutter box those Middle Eastern fragrances I don't like. So the ones I'm going to be talking about are actually in my collection. So disclaimer, I like all of these. I'm just saying like it is. I like all of them. They've just been categorized in the absolutely love. So yeah, I'm just saying. So let's, and part of the reasoning behind this, I believe, if for me at least, is that I feel like how often I've already worn it, how often I do wear it, how many times I've worn it since buying it has to factor, right? So keep that in mind, because I do like all of these, and some of them I just haven't worn enough. So hopping into it, Lord, we're 10 minutes in already. Hit the like button if you've made it this far. Okay, so we have Ragba. Let's talk about Miss Ma'am Ragba here. I actually really do like this fragrance, and I've recently worn this fragrance, but I literally feel like you can only wear this as you're coming towards the second part of fall and winter. I cannot at all even play games with this in the spring and summer and the beginning of fall. So it has such a limited time span for me in which I can wear it, so I just had to put it in the third grouping. Guys, this is beautiful, and it's gotten prettier over time, because when I bought it last year, the oud was ouding in a way that was a little, it wasn't as well blended, and it was blended well, but this is even better as it sits. This is like that oud, vanilla, maybe something slightly spiced in here. Very pretty, very smooth, creamy, without any type of lactonic qualities. I love this. It's very honestly, I mean, I'm about to wash this shirt, but for the next 2 to 3 videos, I'm batch recording today. Oh my gosh, there's something sexy about this. I think it's the oud. The oud is coming off in here very woody type, like it might be a cousin to like a vetiver type vibe, because vetiver for me is super woody, sexy. The oud in this one, with all that sweetness on it, is just delicious. And I can't remember if there was honey also in here. There's just something creamy about this without hitting that lactonic vibe. I don't think this is like a, it's sexy, but like a fun sexy, if that makes any sense. There's a little bit of a darkness to it, but there's a brightness to this in the essence of not necessarily having like a citrus aspect, but just like something about it is not too grown, if that makes any sense. So that is Ragba. I feel like it was very popular last year. It lasts a long time, and it projects very well. So how much I sprayed on myself, if I sprayed this at 8 a.m., I would smell it probably 7 p.m. or so. It's 12 o'clock right now, but I just want to say that. So that's Ragba. Next one is Soft. The only reason Soft is in the second grouping and not the third grouping, excuse me, and not the second, is because I have not worn this like this. I have worn this maybe 6 or 7 times since I purchased this last year. Last year I liked it. I did not love it. This year, absolutely beautiful. I'm getting everything, the hype that this gets. Soft, I think I got this for like $4 or $5, which is insane. Quite literally. This smells like the Fruity Pebbles if there was like a lemon version. Delicious. Maybe like also a little bit lemon meringue-ish, but not the top part of it, like the bottom part of the lemon meringue. Fresh, sweet, eat me. My husband has complimented me every single time the last 3 times that the last 2 times I wore this, he's mentioned that I smell good. Which, I like this a lot, but I don't love it. I'm gonna come out with a video of lemon fragrances that have a strong lemony, citrusy note in my collection. I just have others that I love more than this. But for the price point, this is absolutely insane. Very good. Very delicious. So that is Soft, but it's definitely giving gourmand. Like, not like a perfume gourmand. Like, perhaps you swam in some lemon flavored Fruity Pebbles, which is good. So soft. The next one is Hayati Gold Elixir. I am obsessed with this one. However, this one leans masculine for me in a way that I don't wear it super often, but I wear it often enough and layer it. So my husband put this on the other day and I thought it was so sexy. Like, he comes in here and will randomly spray a spray or two on it. And this is, shit, I got my legs. I'm gonna have to shower now. Oh my God. This is such a strong fragrance. It is citrus leather and it's smooth. And I think there might be like cardamom or something spiced in here that is not spicy but gives a grown, fresh vibe that is absolutely sexy. A little sexier on a man, I think, by itself. Especially knowing me, guys, I love me a good fragrance that is unisex. I have quite a few fragrances I definitely dub as unisex that I have no qualms wearing, but this is slight nod a little bit more towards the masculine side. So I've mixed this with any vanillas. So I've been mixing this with Kayali's Vanilla 28. I have mixed this with Escapade Gourmand. I have mixed this with Accidental Vanille. I have mixed this with Gentle Fluidity Gold. If you want to make this fragrance still have its integrity, but womanize it a pinch more, Gentle Fluidity Gold is what you mix this with. Lune Feline is actually a pretty good combo, but it is insane. It's giving bombastic. It's a massive projector, so you have to be careful because this is super strong. Lune Feline is super strong, and I'm talking about the dupe from Dapper. But if you have the original, that's great. But mixing, it's a wonderful combo. But yeah, so that is Hayate Latafa Gold Elixir. Lasts forever, projects insane, very smooth, citrus, a woody, very lovely fragrance. And the dry down, it softens up a little bit, but it's still a very strong fragrance on my skin. Like, I'm gonna have to take a shower because I felt the droplets land on my legs. So moving on, the last one is Club de Nuit Woman. I'm about to order the Club de Nuit Woman Intense because I'm excited. People say it smells like Tom Ford's Noir de Noir, which I didn't like at first, but I absolutely loved it the last time I smelled it in the store. I'm definitely falling head over heels with the spicy fragrances, with some little sweetness, right? Because I feel like Coco Noir is just shoving me head first in that direction. So here is Club de Nuit Woman. Now, I actually am obsessed with this scent profile. This is one of the scent profiles that I have the most scent profile. What's the scent profile? Or it smells like Coco Mademoiselle is what I'm trying to say. And I have quite a few fragrances that smell like Coco Mademoiselle. So I have this one. I have Coco Mademoiselle her damn self. I have the Dossier dupe of it, which is Woody Oak Moss, and I feel like I have another dupe of this. So as you can see, I just like this scent profile, this fruity patchouli sexy scent, citrusy sweet type of vibe, because the patchouli cuts through some of that sweetness to make it, you're still gonna smell the sweetness, especially with the vanilla and the fruity essences in there, but the patchouli makes it more grown, and I just enjoy that scent profile. Now this one, I think it smells pretty close. I'm gonna give this like an 88% closeness. I feel like when it comes to duping Coco Mademoiselle, people make it a little sweeter, which I think is gonna have people, more people liking it, I guess. But I think it's, the original is pretty dead close to perfect, if you ask me. So I like it. I like this. I think this scent profile for me is signature scent worthy because Coco Mademoiselle is a powerhouse in the essence of, I get at least 8 hours, and I feel like the more I wear it, the more it lasts on my skin. And on my clothes, it always lasts forever. So I just really love that. I also grew up with my grandmother wearing well, Chanel, but she definitely wore Coco Mademoiselle. So when I smell Coco Mademoiselle, I smell boss babe, I smell strong babe, I smell beautiful babe, I smell feminine babe, because those are all the things. And I smell like all the things that my grandmother encompasses as a person, as a woman, as a grandmother, as a mother, as a person who made sure her family is good. That is just what I smell when I smell Coco Mademoiselle. I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I don't know why I'm feeling emotional right now saying that. My grandmother's just amazing. She's an amazing woman. Shout out to her. And now she's a great grandmother. But I just adore Coco Mademoiselle, probably because of her. You know what I mean? And so when I wear it, I just feel amazing. And I think for me, that's why I think everyone has the right to smell good, because scent memory is a real thing, and it could do a lot for your mental health, high key, right? And do a lot for your mental condition at any given day. Well, you don't feel that great about yourself, maybe just spraying something is just gonna lift up your mood a bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, that's Club de Nuit Woman, and it's in my third grouping. I still love it only because I don't wear this particular one a lot yet. I'm slowly going through like my other ones. Coco, this is my second bottle of Coco Mademoiselle. Has a nice little dent, you know, whatever. Anyway, that is the third grouping. Let's move on to the second grouping. Al Nobil Wazir. This is the one that knocked Club de Nuit Woman into the third grouping, because this is a newer, much newer one to my collection. But I am struggling to be able to see me not repurchasing this, even with this ugly ass deer head as a cap. This is amazing. So, Perfume's Nest talked about this fragrance, and I'm sure you've watched her. I think she deserves like 600,000 subscribers, but that's another conversation. She is a more, if you watch her, right, she gives me grown, classy, sophisticated, yet still grounded and fun. And I think that's a very hard combo to come across. Because when I see a lot of the other classy, sophisticated, grown type of people on, at least on YouTube, they come across a little more snooty, you know, or they're better than other people. Hit the like button if you agree with me. She doesn't do that. So a lot of, or doesn't give off that energy. So a lot of her fragrances she talks about are some of the more niche, high-end fragrances, but I never feel when I watch her stuff. Does that make sense? Like some people I just can't continue watching because they just disrespect dupes. They're rude about cheap fragrances. They just act like there's no affordable fragrances that are worth, like, oh, this is just better, and it's like a $400 freaking fragrance. So she's just not like that. And when she talked about this, that day I went and bought it. This is a $20 fragrance. There is something to be said about this. I want more of the Al Nobil line. This is amazing. One, like, before we even get into the scent, the bottle is opaque, but not. If you put it up and there's a little light coming through, I can see exactly where I am. I am already here on this juice. It is a strong perfume, but it's a citrusy perfume that lends to my nose the best true pineapple smell that I've smelled ever. And there have been a few pineapple fragrances I've smelled in different perfume stores, samples that I've gotten, and they've been okay, but they've been almost too tangy, too artificial, or too candy-like. This is like a true, almost pineapple smell, and there's no pineapple note. So whatever they're mixing with this is what I get. It's got some sweetness in it from the citrusy nuances in here. There's a little spice quality, but the dry down is the magic. I like the opening, which is cool. But the dry down is where the magic is. I think there's vanilla in here, or vanille, something. It dries down to this musky, still pineapple-y sort of vibe that has this beautiful sweetness about it that settles on my skin so nice, so pretty. And it's not a super massive bombastic, but it has a nice bubble and it has nice longevity. For $20, I am supremely impressed by Wazir Al Nabil by Lattafa. And the only reason it is not in the first grouping is because this is a very new fragrance to my collection, and it's a very new scent profile for me. So in the long run, I don't know if I'm going to continue to love this, but this might turn me onto the more musky, sweet, pineapple, woody citrus type of. This is just really lovely. This is an extremely lovely fragrance that I think is going to work well in the spring and summer on lighter sprays, but holds its own, at least in this weather. I haven't tried it out in like snow on the ground weather, but Wazir's Lattafa's Wazir Al Nabil, the GOAT. It's insane that this is $20, and I had hesitant to say that because if too many people hop onto the trend of this, I think it's gonna become like a $50, $60 fragrance, but it's still worth that price. I think this is one of those fragrances that I would pay $120 for and be fine. You know what I'm saying? And this is 100. Oh no, I don't know. I feel like this is 100 ml though. Moving on, Mauboussin Elixir Pour L. Guys, this I think is gonna end up. It's so hard in the one grouping. I haven't worn this since last year because this is definitely one of the strongest fragrances that I'm going to talk about today. This is insane. This is the most grown and sexy. Have you smelled Cinema by Cinema? Is that what it is? I don't remember, and I don't want to be on talking too long, but that grown vanilla smell, guys, I feel like I'm saying nonsense. Is it Cinema that I'm talking about? There's a fragrance that so many people have talked about that they have. I saw it in a perfume store in the mall near me. Well, not really that near me, but. And I'm hesitant because a lot of people talk about how kind of older it smells. Like it has like a old school smell. And how it has like a slight powdery smell to it. But it's sweet and it's a vanilla and it has all these great vibes to it. This I feel like might be, and I've smelled it. It smells good, but I'm not sure if I'm there yet. This fragrance though might put me there. So I'm looking at Fragrantica for both of them. I'm going to say the main accords are kind of similar. And I'm not going to say that they're dupes or anything like that. It's just the vibe that they give off. This is definitely an older grown vanilla. This has oud in it though. But I love this. This is that citrus, powdery vanilla that has a bit of a kick to it, that has a little bit of, that has floral aspects to it, which for me just reminds me a little bit of Cinema. I don't have that, so I don't want to say too how identical it is, but super grown and sexy. I don't think most teens and early 20s are gonna love this, but I intend to wear this season. The fall and winter. We're gonna see what dent I put in this, and the only reason it's not in the first tier is because of how little I've worn this. I might have worn this maybe 8 to 10 times since I bought this, because like this also has a short usable time frame for me. End of fall or halfway, second part of fall, winter. That's kind of it. But the oud in here, don't be scared. It's a woody oud, not a dirty oud, not a barnyard, none of that. This is a good oud that they use in here. And I wonder if, I still haven't smelled the Kayali oud collection. I wonder if they're using a similar oud. This is super pretty. And this was not that expensive either. Maybe 30 bucks. Yeah, Fragrance Net has it for 33 bucks right now. So, Mauboussin. But this is the Elixir Pour L, because they have just a regular Mauboussin. This is the Elixir Pour L. Love it. Lovely sherry, I had to just put this in my second grouping. I do like this scent profile. This is, I have three fragrances that have this dupe. So I also just love this scent profile. I do not have the original Tom Ford Lost Cherry. The pricing is too wild. But I have this one. I have Amber Cherry from Dossier. I have the Seductive Red. I do have Kayali's Love Fest Bunny Cherry. It's not the exact same scent profile. Some people really compare it. Maybe to their nose it is. This is a beautiful, brighter version to Lost Cherry and brighter version to Amber Cherry. I think Amber Cherry is the closest. I think Guess Seductive Red is the most juicy, and this is like brighter, but not too, like, it still has a little bit of sexiness to it. And I love this because the bottle. I know there's some talk about the integrity of recreating the bottle in the manner that they did. And sometimes I'm kind of like, dang, this is really close. Other times I'm like, yeah, you don't get to claim an entire look. Like, you don't get to sit here and say, because I use the color red and a square bottle and a square cap, no one else can do that. That's weird. Then at that point, now we have companies all over the place grabbing up a color and a shape, and now nobody else can use. That's nonsense. So yes, I do sometimes feel like, dang, like, ooh, this is identical. But like at the same time, I'm not identical. It's not identical, but it's close. I like that it's not identical. It's very close. So if you wanted the look, this works very nicely. And they did that with their whole Tom Ford collection. They have like 4 or 5 fragrances that match this. So if you like when your bottles are the same shape, you could get the line and feel like it looks good together. So Maison Alhambra, which is I think like a grouping of you know, the bigger brand Lattafa or something, it's just a really pretty version, a little brighter, easier to wear on the day-to-day of oh gosh, it's not a super long lasting. It lasts longer than the original for some people, because that 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours for a $300 fragrance is disgusting. That's like you're paying $100 almost an hour. That's insane. If you wear it one time, that's just insane to me. I'm so sorry. It's insane. This was like $26, if that. So, and it's 100 ml. And I don't think Tom Ford even has the 100 ml. I think it's a 50 ml. But anyway, lovely cherry. The next one is, yes, I'm going to keep spraying myself, Bade Al Oud Amethyst. I still don't have the black bottle. This right here is one of my fave, I almost said my fave, but one of my fave rose scents. This is, yo. I don't know if there's saffron in here. I feel like I've looked it up and it didn't, but it has a saffron feel to it. There is a slight synthetic vibe to this. It is duping. What is this duping? What is this duping? Atomic Rose by Initio. This is another one where the bottle is bottling. I think they did this one in a better way, because the bottle is the same color, but as opposed to having just what the diamond aspect, they added a lot more to it. And the cap is not exactly, they made the cap shorter, but the quality of the bottle is insane. One thing I want to note real quick though is it is peeling right here. I still don't care. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all about that. I think this is amazing. The design of the bottle, the weight of the bottle, the texture of the bottle, it's insane and amazing and makes me feel luxe. And I think that's okay. That you can have stuff that makes you feel luxe, that doesn't cost you car payment money, because that's insane. This, no. Lattafa did that thing. This is a great rose fragrance. It's rose, it's oud, it's pink pepper, bergamot, it's vanilla, and you don't get that vanilla to the dry down. But it's this very pretty, youthful, bright, fresh rose. The bergamot and pink pepper add a nice little kick of bubbliness in here. It's not spicy to my nose, it's bubbly. And so pretty without being too youthful or too grown. The oud in here makes this a little more grown. There is no saffron listed, and I feel like I cannot believe that. I feel like there has to be a little bit of saffron in here. It's a wispiness in here. I want my sheets to smell like this. I want an air freshener that smells like this. I want hair products that smell like this. I just want this. So that is Rade Al Oud Latafa by Amethyst. This just, I'm going to tell you what bumped this one out because this was in my first grouping. But I love this. And this is only not in my first grouping because I try to do 5-5-5. But this is one of my favorite rose fragrances of all time. And yes, there's a slight synthetic vibe to it, and I don't care. Let's wrap this up. The last one in this grouping is Kiss My Angel. I love this one, but we all know what had to hit the first grouping. Camera, okay? So this one had to just slide down. It's a little more masculine take on Angel Share by Kilian. Super boozy. Super boozy. I feel like there's dark, this is the one with dark chocolate because I feel like I'm feeling a little chocolatey vibe. The cinnamon is a like thick, dry cinnamon. Very pretty, but very specific times for me. Definitely giving sexy. I wouldn't wear this in the office. I wouldn't wear this in the school because I substitute every so often. I wouldn't wear this. Like, if you want attention, wear that. Which is fine because I like to get a little attention. But it just leans a little bit of a more masculine feel with all that freaking cinnamon in it. It definitely has a little sweetness and a very various hint of like an apple pie type of note. Like the original Angel Share. But I would say this is closer than Camera. So that is in my wrapping up my second grouping. Hitting the first grouping because I've already mentioned it. Guys, Camera. Camera kicked that one's ass. Because this is super feminine. And it's super feminine to me because it's super sweet. The dates in here, the vanilla in here, this is giving off much more of that apple pie. The cinnamon is giving mixed in the apples, like in a syrupy, sweet combo. So you're not getting a dryness. There's something wet and delicious and delectable and eat me about this. The dates makes this such a sweet fragrance, but it's not a heavy fragrance because there is a slight booziness in here that's a liquidy booze, like booze, right? That brings up this fragrance. There might even be a citrus note in here that's uplifting this a little bit, which I think we needed in this fragrance. This is a cousin to Angel Share. Kiss My Angel is like a first cousin to Angel Share. This is giving second cousin or just a cousin who's takes off of the side of the family that is not related to you a little bit more, but you can tell that you're related, okay? I love this. You can, it's in the scent profile. It's in the scent family. This, as you can see, this is another scent profile that I have a couple fragrances of. This is absolutely beautiful. Long lasting. Guys, when I say long lasting, I'm saying this doesn't come off my clothes until I wash the clothes. My husband is actually tired of smelling this. And what's insane is, guys, it doesn't even look like I've used this. I don't oh, there we go. Now you're getting to see a little bit of a dent. But I don't understand. I wear it a lot. But when I say I wear it a lot, if you want to be smelled, you just have to really spray your fragrances. Unless you have a powerhouse fragrance. And Camera is a powerhouse. I'm just being honest here. It lasts an obnoxious amount of time. Okay? Obnoxious. I have to wash the clothes after I spray Camera on it. That's it. That's all. No combo. This lasts on my skin all day. I've had mothers at the pickup line when I'm picking up my child from pre-K3 say, "Oh, you smell good." Wearing Camera. It is warm. It is sweet. It is spiced with that cinnamon. The dates make it, and the boozy is just a touch of it. So you could wear this on a day-to-day in the fall. It's definitely giving me fall. It's giving me like seasonal, like Christmas time and such. But I could probably get away with this in the nighttime of the summer. I probably could. Listen, I would wear it. Okay, so that is Camera by Latafa. Absolutely adore this. I've been wearing this so much. My husband's like, I had this one, he's like, yeah, you wear this all the time. And I'm like, I do. Guys, the one that bumped Body Oud Amethyst down. This is super new, and I really shouldn't even have this in my first grouping, and I don't care. I've been wanting this scent profile in my collection for way too long. This is Sator by Lazafa. This is a 85% dupe to Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. Maybe 88. It's so good. It's not as boozy. I love the boozy quality, and I do intend to get the Giuliana's perfume version, or I think Montaigne also has a dupe of it, so I might even hop on that wagon. This is a beautiful peach, but I also feel like I smell a little bit of like the skin. Like it's not too juicy. Like not too juicy. It's juicy. It's not too sweet. It's sweet, but not too sweet. Like they picked it off the tree at the perfect time. It smells a little, not green, but outdoorsy maybe, and a little musky, and it dries down and gets a little creamy. In the essence of like, I don't know, something in here is a little creamy. I don't know if I'd say like tonic per se, but something. I said I wasn't going to look up these freaking notes, guys. Why am I? There's sandalwood in here and vanilla. Excuse me. So it does, yeah. But it has brandy and rum in here. But this is very new to my collection, so it might just need time to master it to get even boozier. But there's cardamom and blood orange in the opening. The blood orange, I think, is what's keeping that peach from getting too juicy. This is such a perfect composition. I just really like that scent profile. And if I had to, like, okay, I'm going to give you the money to buy a Tom Ford fragrance. Out of all the Tom Ford fragrance, and I really like Mermister. Oh my gosh, I really like Mermister. Okay, if I had to pick two, and yeah, I had the money to be able to buy two, it'd be Mermister and Bitter Peach. Those are the best Tom Ford fragrances I've ever smelled. I wasn't impressed by Cafe Rose. It's fine, but I feel like that scent profile is used a lot, and you can get that scent profile at a very affordable price. This is just, I still want the original. This is very pretty though. The blood orange mixed with the peach and the cardamom make the peach not too sweet, but it keeps the juicy quality texture to it. There's a boozy aspect to it that is just so pretty. So freaking pretty. Now, I like this scent profile here. I just think the wood, and then it dries down to the woodiness. There's a little patchouli in here, but if you don't like patchouli, I think you're still going to like this. But be careful. But it's $20. Sator by Lazafa. Guys, you know this girl had to be in my first grouping. Casa Frickin' Blanca. Apple. Caramel. Deliciousness. It's not a pie. It's just the apple caramel. It's so good. And there is a little bit of a it's definitely gourmand, but then not gourmand, because I think there's like some woody touches in here or something. It is so pretty, and because of the woody type of vibe in here, yeah, woody, amber, okay, it makes it more grown. I don't know what grapes is supposed to smell like in this particular fragrance, but I smell that woody. There is patchouli in here. The woody, it's so pretty. There's suede in here, but don't be scared of that. Oh my gosh. Guys, it's juicy. It's a juicy, more tart apple. So the apple, without being tart, don't think like lychee or anything crazy. Think like it's a green apple as opposed to like a gala. Gala apple is my favorite apple to actually eat. But it's like a green apple, which has its own appeal. I like to use some of that in like an apple pie to add a little tang to it. It's so good. This is Casablanca, is one of the best perfumes. Now, to me, this is not an uber grown and sexy. I would buy this for a high schooler. I would buy this for a woman in her 20s. I think that most people would like this, but I also think women that are older will like this because of the patchouli, the iris, the suede, the musk, the amber. This is so freaking good. You guys know this one, though. Casablanca. Freaking amazing. Okay. This is a new one in my collection as well, and it has quickly risen to one of my fave fragrances. If you like Kayali's Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, just buy this. It's $22, $23. Just buy this. Chic Shuyak Luxe Edition. Excuse me. Chic Shuyak Luxe Edition. Guys, This is Kayali's Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper without the lactonic accord. That creaminess, that's actually lactonic. It's very similar. This is giving, you ever look at Sisters and you're like, you're the same but a different font? That's what these are to me. So instead of that lactonic accord that makes it creamy and smooth, they give you like a leather accord that is smooth. So you're getting the smoothness without the creaminess. Guys, I love this. If you don't like Kayali's because of the lactonic, get this. It's spiced, sweet, rose scent with leather. That is the smoothest, most buttery leather you will ever smell. I don't know why I'm looking up all this stuff now. It's so beautiful. Warm, spicy, woody, amber, rose, caramel, vanilla. I don't really smell cinnamon like that. Sweet, patchouli, powdery. It's so lovely. The cinnamon gives it, I think, that spice quality because I don't see any spice. Oh, saffron is in here too. I cannot understand why no one else I've really seen compare this Kayali's Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. Guys, it smells so similar to me. It smells so similar to me. And there is actually no leather in here. How? I don't believe them. There's leather or suede or something in here. It's insane. It says woody notes, so I don't know exactly what that means, but I absolutely adore this. This is amazing. I'd be wearing this, and it's super strong, just like Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper on me. So Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper may not, some people have said it does not long lasting on them. Perhaps the lactonic note does not last on them, but it lasts on me. But if you felt that way, try this. It's so sexy and grown. If you like Kayali's Kayali's Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli, I think you're going to probably like this one as well. If you felt like perhaps there's a pinch too much patchouli in there, but you liked the vibe it gave off, this gives off a similar vibe. I really love this. I really love this. They did a really good job making and blending his fragrance for the affordable price that they made this. Let's wrap this up. I don't want to be here for an hour, and I'm not editing this video. And the last one is probably my fave Middle Eastern fragrance that I have in my collection. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's also one of my most complimented scents in my entire collection. And yes, I have designer, I have niche, I have celebrity. It's one of my most complimented scents. And on top of that, it's one of the most scents that I really like. So like, whereas Soft has gotten me compliments by people, and I like it, but I don't love it. I like it. People love it on me. I love this scent on me, and people love this scent on me, which is, for me, I guess, like a more of a rare combo. This is Club de Nuit Imperial White by Armand. This is 100% worth the $60, $70 price tag, the US dollars. It's more expensive, right, than the other ones I've talked about. I don't care. I don't care. If you wanted a Delina to work for you, like a, not smell exactly like, but if you wanted to try to get something that worked a little better for you, and Delina's just too sharp, Delina, Club de Nuit Imperial White. Just go get it. This is a 105 ml bottle, guys, and I bought this brand new. In this center hole, you can see the juice. I am here. Do you see that, guys? I am almost halfway through this juice. This is, and when I say that, don't be like, oh, but you're an oversprayer. It's still impressive, but you're an oversprayer. No, I don't overspray this. I give this about 6 or 7 sprays, which might sound like a lot to you, but I have quite a few fragrances. I'll pay 15 to 20 sprays. 20 plus. So this is 6 or 7, maybe even 5 or 4, depending on exactly where I'm going, because you could really get away with 4 sprays and you're going to project quite decently. This is a boomer. This is a longevity. This is one of the most perfectly whipped icing lychee deliciousness. It's rose. You're still getting that tartness from Delina. That is so amazing because it's not in a lot of fragrances, but it's coated in this perfect whipped icing that is creamy. And creamy in the lactonic quality for sure. But like icing, like true vanilla icing. Like homemade by a chef icing. It's so perfect The lychee they used in here is a good, strong, tart lychee, but the icing is so thick that it's not sharp. Okay, it's such a perfect combination. Like, have you ever eaten sour foods? I love, like, oh my gosh, kimchi is one of the best things ever to eat. And that sourness is so perfectly balanced with the crunch and all of that. And this is just so perfectly balanced with that tartness, with that cream. Guys, it's so, it just makes me feel sexy. It makes me feel grown. It makes me feel comfortable in my skin, but not too much that I feel like I have to do the most when wearing this. I will wear this looking like this. No makeup on my face, just my skincare and my sunblock, okay? Wearing basic clothes that have some of my kids' stains on it, okay? Like, this is such a immaculate fragrance for $60. This is well worth the $200 price tag. Don't go and do that, arm off. But I'm just saying, like, this is just as good as the Delina exclusive, Delina, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is amazing. This is Armaf put their whole foot. They actually took Mona foot and put it in this too. I'm just saying. Club de Nuit Imperial White by Armaf. So those are my Middle Eastern fragrances in my collection that I love, and I grouped for you in the third grouping, the second grouping, and the top grouping. You know what I'm saying? Kind of let me know some of the Middle Eastern fragrances you have in your collection, and some, what you like, maybe like your top 3 or 4. Let me know. And ones that you like but are not your favorites. I would love to know that too. I'm always looking at, I have, like I said, I have a new one, another one coming in today. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this whole video. If you watch this whole video, you probably had me in your background, which I love that. Play my videos, guys. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. That's my first major milestone that I'll be hitting soon. Hopefully before the end of the year, guys. I would love to hit that by my birthday. My birthday is December 10th. It's 11/16. I'll probably post this on Monday, the 20th. So let's see. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Love you guys. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.